Yo, what is going on? I am Chosen, and today we are going to be doing a part 2. So, where we last talked, I pretty much explained that I wasn't a victim in that whole situation and how perfection pretty much used me to quote unquote expose Geekdom 101. Now, as I mentioned last time, I'm not perfect, and he's not perfect. So, aside from that, I'm not gonna really state, how he's a good guy, yada yada yada. It's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to address a couple of the things that Perfection has said. Basically, how he has spinned the whole narrative of Geekdom being an overall piece of shit. Let's just be blunt about it. He's trying to ruin this man's career. Now, I wanted to stay out of it, but a lot of the stuff that he has gone with, especially recently, where he has come out and made a huge claim of Geekdom cheating on his wife. Now, of course, I knew that he was married. And I also know, as a straight male in general, men tend to over-exaggerate on their sexual accomplishments. Now, I have had conversations with him where he has discussed sexual accomplishments, and when he mentioned them when he was still not married to his wife. Now, whether he's faithful or whether or not any of the claims that have been made against him are true or not is irrelevant. The fact that you have come out, Perfection, and you have stated, and you pretty much said that it was a fact that he cheated. When you said, oh, well, he didn't say that it wasn't true. Yeah, but he didn't also confirm whether it was true or not. So you're using half-truths. You're taking words that Geekdom has said, whether it was in the Discord or whether it was in other conversations, whether it was with me or other people. You have taken their words and actions out of context. Yeah, he called me a roach because I was being a dick to him. Because I made, at that time, if I'm not mistaken, 2 videos on him. And in that video, I told him to go slit his freaking wrist because I was irritated. And there was a lot of personal problems that I was going through at that time. I'm not making excuses. The point is that I said the things that I said. I can't take them back, but I can apologize and be man enough to pretty much admit when I was wrong. And I was wrong. He was wrong too. We both have agreed. And there will be a screenshot of him and me in our interaction in another video that I'm also going to be addressing. So, this bigger YouTuber, who is also friends with Geekdom, made a video about 4 or so days ago. His name's going to be showing up. I can't really recall his name at the moment. But he made a video. It got pretty good amount of views on it. And Perfection responded to it. Once again, not pretty much dismissing anything or saying that it was true or not of any of the claims that he was made. He's just saying that it was ridiculous and he didn't show any evidence on the screen. So we have a situation where everybody on one side is saying Perfection's a liar. We have another side that's saying that Geekdom is a liar. And why is that? It's because both of the sides want to destroy the other. But here's why I'm saying that this is not going to work. Because the stuff that has been done in the past has been done. On Perfection's side, you can't destroy Perfection because he pretty much has set himself up to go out and say that he is admitted to certain things. You can't destroy Geekdom because the things that you're saying are not really the truth, but they're not exactly lies either. Because he's telling half-truths and he has spent them out of context. Where he was calling me a roach, I called him a tranny lover like a whole page up from that. and we were going at it for about an hour. So it makes no sense why people are going out of control over this whole situation. As far as I know, Geekdom is not taking any sides on the Monica Rial or Vic Mignogna's side. He's staying out of it, as he should, because it is none of his business. It's none of his business. It's none of anyone's business, but people are interjecting. They're showing Twitter videos, statements of the Kick Vic side, and then they're showing sides of I Stand With Vic's side. They're both being extremely toxic. Both sides have doxed other people and harassing people. It's harassment on both sides. So when it comes to that, it's both equally toxic, and it's unnecessary, and it is destroying the anime community as a whole because of it. There's nothing but drama going on, and it makes absolutely no sense because once again, the matter is pretty much going to be settled in the court of law. Vic has lawyered up, as he should, because he is going to be defending his stand, and regardless of what's going to happen, the truth is going to come out once again in the court of law. So at this point, no other videos should be pretty much being made. We got people who are still making videos of the subject, and nothing substantial has happened. No new updates other than Vic has lawyered up. That's it. So for all the people who are on the I Stand With Vic side, you guys are making money off of this man and his expenses. The money that you are making, I personally believe you should be supporting the Kick Vic GoFundMe. And for the people who are on the Kick Vic side, like I said, y'all should be doing something to try to, I guess, help Monica and all them get lawyers too, because apparently everybody's lawyering up. So at that point, it should be the end of it. But people are still making videos on it, and it's not just Perfection; it's a lot of other people. Flash is making videos. He's made a whole second channel. It's growing crazy. So for people who are making these videos, is it morally right or morally wrong to continue to voice this when it's already being settled legally? That's a good question to point out to everybody who's on that side that I Stand With Vic. And then for the people who are on the Kick Vic side, I mean, you guys are making claims and you're doing those little tactics and stuff that I personally don't agree with. But once again, you guys don't really have a claim to stand on, really, except using the mob mentality, which has been a tactic that has been used for years. The mob mentality has got to stop. The back and forth and the ad hominem attacks have got to stop. When it comes to the whole situation with Perfection and the whole situation with Geekdom, I still think personally that Geekdom messed up. He should not have responded to him, because Perfection is a troll. He is a troll. He has done this sort of thing several times. He has made the same exact videos on Geekdom. If you just go back on his channel, just the channel that he is on, you can go back and see it, that he's trying to quote unquote expose Geekdom for, but it's generally the same exact thing. And the whole thing that I personally am making this video for is the fact that he has come out and involved Geekdom's wife, of all people, who has no social media that I know of, who doesn't say anything out of the ordinary. It hasn't even been mentioned in any context whatsoever, just as far as I know. But here's the thing, there is no reason for her to be involved in a situation like this. Like, this is my thing with why I don't like the way Perfection is going about this. Like, I don't really care about the whole exposing, but when you sit here and you involve other people who have nothing to do with it at all, that's where I have to sit here and say that you are taking things way too far. His wife has nothing to do with this. And for you to sit here and make a huge claim of Geekdom101 cheating on his wife to actively destroy not just Geekdom's life, you'd be destroying her life by doing stuff like that. And for someone like myself who is currently going through a very similar situation, not necessarily in that aspect, but going through a divorce myself, I find it really, really shitty for you to go out and say some things like that to try to destroy a man's life. You're just trying to destroy his money, trying to take away his sponsorships. Like, that's not cool. Like, he hasn't done anything but make shitty YouTube videos, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't like his content, but I don't hate the man in any way, shape, or form. But you sit here and you constantly bombard and harass this man from stuff that he has said and done from years ago. Some of this stuff is years old, but when someone does the same thing to you, you say that it's ridiculous and unfounded and untrue. It's a little hypocritical to go after a man for past actions when then someone goes after you for past actions. I don't understand it. But you know, guess what? It's none of my business anyway to begin with. I'm just coming out and saying, look, this fighting and stuff has to stop. And you've gone too far, Perfection, in this whole situation involving Geekdom's wife, of all people. And here's the thing. A lot of people, like I said, you don't know whether or not he's done that or not. You're going off of the claims of someone who does not even like Geekdom. So there's a clear standing bias against Geekdom on that. And once again, you sit here and say that it was true, but he never confirmed whether it was true or whether it was not true. And even if he did, you didn't show that part in your video. So it's not exposed if you don't show clear facts and in context information, which you are not doing. But you're still growing. You're still gonna get views and things like that. That's not gonna change. But the fact that you have gone out and you have constantly done this with the intent to destroy another man's livelihood, just be prepared for other people to try to do the same for you. And the whole claims of you being what you like to call a child enthusiast, just be prepared for other things like that to come up and for people to go back and dig stuff on you. That's how that works. When you dig up dirt on someone's gonna go and dig up dirt on you. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone's gonna try and dox you your information and try to find out where you are. There's a consequence for every action. But once again, ain't none of my business. Tell me what you guys think about it. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Once again, you can leave a like, you can leave a dislike. None of that stuff really matters. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and until next time.